Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Afza Farzana binti Jeffrey with matrix number 83077. In this video, I would like to explain about how the cycle life of flowers generally and the natural function. As we know, everything that alive will have a life cycle, same goes to plants. But does we know how it happens? Let me tell you guys. First, the plants will grow up from a planted seeds. There are two types of flowering plant seeds, which is dicots and monocots. For dicots example, bean seeds. It has two parts, which is cotyledons in addition to the embryo. Cotyledons will store the foods for the plants itself. Meanwhile, monocots only have one cotyledon, such as corn seeds. The hard outside of the seeds will protect the embryo itself. Second, a tiny bud will come up and germinate. When the seed falls to the ground, it needs warmth and water in order to germinate. For dicots, the seed coats that soften with moisture. After being soiled for a few days, the seed will absorb the water and swells until the coat splits. Meanwhile, for the monocots, the coat do not split but stays still in one piece. The stem will push the soil along the seed leaves, and this is what we call germination. Third, the plant will doing a photosynthesis to keep living. Plants have to produce their own food, which is called photosynthesis. Plants contain chloroplast in the leaves, which convert the energy from sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water into sugar that they use as foods. The plants will store sugar in their stem and roots. The stem grow longer towards the sun and transport water and food between the roots and leaves. Fourth, the pollination will happen to those flowers. Some flowers have only male parts and vice versa. For this case, the plant needs an insect, birds, or other animal to carry pollen from the male flowers to the female flowers, and also vice versa. Without pollinators, there will be no seed or new plants of this plant species. Brightly colored petals, strong smells, and pollen will attract pollinators. Flowers are especially adapted to attract the specific pollinators. For an example, the corpse flower smells like rotting flesh in order to attract flies. The last step is the flower will spreading the seeds to make a new life cycle start all over again. Dispersal in the final stage is the cycle where the seed spreads in many ways. Some like dandelion seeds, which is scattered by wind. Once the seed falls to the ground, the plants will start a life cycle all over again. So, I guess that's all for my presentation in this video. I hope it will give you some new knowledge, and thank you for lending me your ears. Bye!